Man, athletes, I know what it's like to mentally sabotage yourself. I know what it's like to have that inner dialogue going crazy where you're saying all sorts of good things and bad things to yourself, man. You know, making up scenarios, making up situations about what's going to go wrong, how am I going to mess up, or I hope I don't mess up, or, you know, that internal talk, that internal dialogue that goes, you know, man, I wonder what coach thinks about what I just did, or what my teammates think about what I just did, or what so-and-so, or, you know, you replay what you just did in your head, maybe because you didn't execute, maybe because you lost a game, maybe because you lost a match, a point, whatever. That internal dialogue is such a crazy animal. And there's a lot of good information out there on what to do with your internal dialogue, but it's never given in the context of the big chunk, the big piece of it. So self-talk, you know, you hear people talk about self-talk. You hear affirmations, saying affirmations. You know, there's a lot of different techniques. There's a lot of different strategies, but they all lead back to this internal dialogue that we play in our mind. There's the visual side, there's the physical side, but I'm just talking about today what's going on in that internal dialogue and how you can stop overthinking, how you can work against that internal dialogue, how you can combat that internal dialogue. It's really easy to talk about what others are doing on the outside. You know, I'm at a field here. There's football players getting ready for their summer workouts. And I know, just looking over there, just by the law of averages, there's a certain percentage of athletes that have some sort of negative internal dialogue going on right now. But it happens in all sports. I was a baseball player myself. I ran stories, unbelievable stories about good things and bad things. You know, I would play scenarios in my mind about, okay, when I finish my college career, I'm going to have, you know, these records, and I'm going to set all of these things, and, you know, these people are going to love me, and I'm going to have all of these awards. And on the opposite side of it, I also played the same game where it was like, man, I stink, man. You know, looking back at my college career, it's going to look like I was a complete failure and everything was messed up. But it was all about mastering this internal dialogue. And we all conceptually understand it. There's probably not very many people watching this video that says, no, you know, I don't have an internal dialogue, or no, that doesn't happen to me, I'm perfect. There are those, you know, people on the internet that always have it right, but they always have it right when they're on social media, but when they get in a game and compete, it's a different animal. What I'm talking about is people that are real and want to excel and want to be vulnerable and say, yeah, man, that's a weakness of mine. That's something I need to work on. There's a quote that says, to practice is to declare that I can do better. And you always got to practice. The best athletes are always going to be talking about practice. That's just part of it. Not the old Allen Iverson thing where, you know, I'm talking about practice. No, I'm talking about legitimately 100%, 99.999 repeating of the top athletes are going to credit practice to a large portion of their success. But how do you practice this internal dialogue? How do you work on this internal dialogue? So I'm out here getting my workout in. So your next practice, your next workout, whether it's a physical workout, you're working on strength, speed, agility, or your actual skill practice, whatever sport you're in. Baseball, you know, there's a soccer field here. There's all sorts of sports fields. Or if you're indoors, it doesn't matter. Take this one thing. Be aware of this one thing. Go into your practice and say, okay, today, just for today, try it. Try it for one practice. Just try it for one practice. Go into the practice with that one singular focus, saying, okay, I'm going to practice my internal dialogue. I'm going to practice what I'm saying to myself at my physical practice today. I mean, that is a very basic fundamental stepping stone to actually how you work on your mental game. There's things you can do away from the field. You know, there's more complexities of it. But if you just took this one thing, if you got just a little bit better at this one tiny thing, this internal dialogue, do you think that would help you? Do you think that would help your on the field performance? Do you think that would help you at practice? Do you think that would help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve? Do you think that would help you, I'm not going to say get the accolades, that's a different animal, but do you think it's going to help you succeed in terms of performance? 100%, yes. So I wanted to make this video quick. I know get a little excited when I talk about this stuff and the sun is shining in my eyes, but do one thing. Work on that one thing. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching to this part of the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And watch out. I'm coming with way more videos, valuable videos, things that you can do to work on this 6 inches between your ears. So hit that bell, get the notifications when I release a new video. I'm going to take you to the next level if you followed my advice, if you implement it yourself. I wish you guys nothing but the best. We'll see you on the next one.